All right, YouTube, here I am at Main Street Coin with Clay and Larry. And got a bag of silver here. We're going to see if we can't trade this for some gold. Before we actually get down here to the store to see how much gold I can get for my silver, I think I'll just share with you guys what I'm taking down there, what's inside that bag. We'll talk a little bit more about that when we get down there to the store, see what we can get. So this is 187 ounces, troy ounces altogether. You got 62 ounces. If you do the math on this, is 62 ounces in the silver dollars. About 30 ounces, I round everything up, 30 ounces in 90% silver here. That's a mix of Kennedys, some Franklins down in there, mostly Walking Liberties, and then the $10 in the silver quarters. So that comes out to like 30 troy ounces. So you got 92 ounces just in the 92%, just in the 90% silver. And then I got 95 ounces in silver bullion. And most of these are coins. I do have some generics in there, but most of these are coins. You got your kookaburras here, and then I got some maple leaves and some eagles. Okay, so why am I doing this now? Well, I think it's time to diversify one. I've been stacking silver for quite a while now, and I have all silver. I have absolutely no gold, all silver. So I think it's just time to put some gold in my stack. And I was waiting for the silver ratio to get a little closer together, and it's gotten a little closer together. So I just think it's time to go ahead and diversify, and diversifying your stack is important. You want to have kind of a mix in there, and for me, diversification was the silver rounds, bars, coins, 90% silver. But I really need to put some different metals in my stack. I need to put some gold and some platinum. I'm not ready to go with the palladium and the other precious metals that's on the periodic table, but I think gold and some platinum will be good. It'll be mostly silver. I think silver is going to be the best investment for me for my future. So without any further ado, let's go down here and see exactly how much how much gold we can get for this silver. All right, so while I unpack this silver here, let me tell you guys why I decided to do it this way instead of just buying the gold straight out. Well, first of all, I believe it's a little bit better for me this way, because if I'm diversifying my stack, in other words, if I'm just adding some gold to my stack, before I jump straight out there into the deep water, I figure I'd stick a toe or two in there just to check the temperature. So I figure I can do it this way because I'm not losing anything this way. I'm just taking some of my silver, just like I did with the 100-ounce bars, just taking some of my silver, the silver that I accumulated over the years of stacking, and just going to turn a lot of that into gold. And I just want to see how it works. I want to see how the numbers come out when I look at how silver moves and how gold moves. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to spot price, but I will check it periodically and see if it's worth just doing, because I really truly believe that silver does the exact same thing as gold does, or will do the exact same thing as gold does when it all comes out. When you're ready to retire, when you're ready to start turning your precious metals into cash for whatever reason when you retire, I think silver, the amount of silver that you're going to have is comparable to whatever amount of gold you're going to have. As far as dollar amount goes, it's going to be a lot more silver that you're going to have to use as opposed to gold. If right now gold is at 86 point some odd ounces per ounce of gold, so you'll just have 86 ounces of silver compared to 1 ounce of gold. Now, there are some advantages to having it like that. It takes up less space. gold obviously moves a little differently as far as the market goes, the ups and downs that silver does. But for the most part, having gold in your stack is just to diversify, as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm sure I'll get a lot of comments where people disagree with that. There's some avid gold stackers out there, just like there's some avid silver stackers. I just feel like, now is the time to just put a little bit of gold in there, maybe put some platinum in my stack, as time goes on. But I figured it's easier to do it this way. That way, if I decide that I really don't want to add gold to my budget, I can do it this way and not really cost me anything. So I figured I'd ask Clay and see exactly what he says, what his thoughts on the idea is.
But yeah, the mix of silver and gold. I always advise my clients to have a mix of things, right. And having some gold in the mix with your silver is a good idea.
Right.
Just because, the two metals are very different. Gold, if you think about it, if you had to move quickly or in a situation, you can put $20,000, $30,000 in your pocket. Trying to pull $20,000, $30,000 with silver,
you need a truck.
Yeah. So you've got a lot of capital and protection in a small amount of metal. Right. So that's a big advantage to gold for sure.
Right. And I just figured it was time to diversify a little bit. I mean, I do mostly silver. Got a lot of silver. To me, this is a way to do this. Just to test the waters to see if I really want to get into gold without it costing me. I can just, move some of my silver into gold and just see how gold goes compared to the silver that I got. And if so, then I'll add gold into my budget and just start adding it to the stack. But I think it's probably a good idea, even if it's going to be a small amount.
Absolutely.
To have some gold in your
even some fractional pieces.
Even some fractional pieces, right?
Yep. So
that's what we're going to do. So how we're looking now?
So basically, you'll have 95 ounces of premium stuff coming in, Don. And
right.
You have 80 silver dollars, just certs. And that's going to basically leave a balance of $28.50 and 90%. So you have an overage, obviously.
Okay, good.
But that's exactly how it would come out even.
All right.
28.50 face.
All right, because you're basically doing this.
You get a roll of quarters back regardless.
All right. Well, how about that?
We're not going to hit you. We're not going to hit you like that. It's not.
That sounds fantastic. Okay, so let's look at what we're getting. Coin.
Canadian Maple Leaf.
Canadian Maple Leaf. There it is. It's my first gold coin ever. And that's fantastic. It looks good. I like that. And then we're getting a ounce bar, Royal Canadian Mint bar, gold bar. So I'm getting 2 ounces, which is exactly what I wanted to get with what I brought, and I get to take some home. That's a beautiful deal. We'll talk more about that when I get back to the house, but that's a beautiful deal, and I like that. Like, so how would you recommend people do that if they're going to diversify a little bit, or is it better just to hold on to the silver you got and just come in and
it's
I guess either or, yeah.
I always tell people, for me, I think a 60-40, 60% silver, 40% gold mix in the long term, because you've got yourself positioned to take advantage of that silver price if it just blows into the stratosphere one day. And at the same time, you're diversified in gold, so you don't have as many storage concerns, etc.
Right.
And the two metals do act differently sometimes, so you're hedging your bets the way I feel like in hard money.
That's the way I like the sound of that. I really do like the sound of that. Well, there you have it. Clay, I appreciate it as usual, man. You hooked me up again. But this is a Main Street Coin. You guys come down and talk to Clay if you want to, and maybe you can work out a deal like this. Anyway, thanks, Clay. Thanks, Larry.
We appreciate it.
Larry is the voice. You guys can't see him, but he's over there. He's witness. All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, Don.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you have it. My first gold, 2 ounces to the stack. We'll see. We'll see what the future brings. I mean, will I buy any more gold? We'll see. If I do get gold in the future, it won't be this way. I mean, I just wanted to get my first ounces with the gold to silver ratio. That was always my intention. If I was going to get some gold, to go ahead and do it that way. Maybe add an ounce or two of platinum. We'll see. But nothing's going to beat silver. I'm never going to stop stacking silver. My silver, the ratio to silver to gold in my stack is always going to be way more silver than gold. A lot of good points Clay made about gold, and all of them are valid, and I think they're good points. But to me, silver's going to do exactly the same thing for me as gold would in the future. So that's how I look at it. But guys, tell me what you think. Leave me some comments. Let me know how you feel about putting some gold in your stack, and if you're going to do it, would you do it this way? But anyway, this is a safe way to do it. I mean, make your stack work for you. I mean, it's your stack. You stacked it. You sacrificed. You put in the work to put that silver in your stack. So if you want some gold, let your silver work for you. Anyway, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll try to keep things flowing and interesting. But anyway, I appreciate you guys stopping by. Keep stacking.